Hello, in this lecture, I'm going to show you how you can protect your server with a non-root user. When you order your server, you're assigned with root as the default user. Hackers know this. Because of that, they can easily compromise your server. So we're going to change this to a different name like solo abw as a unique username, and we will lock down or we'll disable the default root as our user. So how do we do this? Let's log into our server, okay, with our root. So SSH root at your IP address, hit enter. Enter your password, all right? So I've typed my password, and with Linux, when you type password, it is displayed as blank. It's normal, okay? So just hit enter after typing the password, and we are logged in. So we just clear the screen to have some space. Now we're going to add user. You can put sudo, but because we're already logged in as a root user, there's no need to put sudo. So you can just put sudo add user, right? Just put add user, and then you mention the name of that user. Just type the name of the user you want to enter as a custom user. So what we do is you enter your username, maybe solo don as a new user. After that, hit enter. Now it's asking you for password, so we're going to assign password to this user. So enter your password, and with Linux, when you enter password, it doesn't display. Okay, so I just type my password, hit enter, type the same password, hit enter. Now you can enter full name for this user, but I'm going to press enter, enter, enter. I want to skip all those things, okay? They are not necessary. After that, is the information correct? Because this is capital, right? Because this is capital, when you press enter, this will take effect. So anytime you see capital and small, hitting enter will put this one. So this is going to be the priority one. All right. So I'm going to hit enter. Okay. So now we have that user on the system. Next, what we need to do is we're going to give this user what we call sudo privileges, because this user cannot perform sudo roles. We want this user to also act as a root user. Okay, so let me increase my size a little bit. All right, so we can clear the screen, and we want this user to act as a sudo user. So put sudo. After you put the sudo, put user mode. Okay, so user. After that, we're going to add this user to a group called AG, right? So we're adding this user to a group. So you just put a group, and then that group want that user to be part of the sudoers. Sudoers are the super administrators. So we want that user to be part of this. After that, we enter the name of our user, which is, can I remember? Solo Dong Bone. All right, Dong Bone. Right, Solo Dong Bone. After that, all we need to do is to just hit what? Enter. And this user is part of the sudoers. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open, do not close the connection. Okay, so we're going to open a new new terminal. Okay, you can use different computer, or you can, if you're using the built-in terminal, you can open a new connection. Okay, and we're going to connect to this user through this user, which is, want to confirm that this user can perform super admin's rules or sudo rules before we then terminate the other connection. So here we put solo, right, done, okay, boom. After that, we put the IP address, hit enter. Good. Now let's enter the password for this user. The password we entered for that during the when we're creating the this user. All right, you know, we give this user some password, so we want to enter that password there. So I've typed the password, hit enter, and wait patiently. And congrats, we have successfully logged in as this user. Now to run a command as a sudo or as a root user, just use sudo. Okay, so because this is not a direct root user, it's important to always put sudo. So when you put sudo apt update, all right, sudo apt update, let me just clear the screen. We want to confirm that this user can perform sudo rules. So I'm going to clear my screen, clear, and we're going to run sudo apt update and see if this is successful. Then it means this user is now a root user, and we can go ahead to disable the default root. So I'll enter my password, hit enter again, and there we go. So we are done. From this moment onwards, we will be using this user as our user and not the root. We're going to disable our root because hackers know that the default password is root and they can brute force your server. All right, so that is it. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. In my next video, we will be looking at how to SSH basics. So we're going to generate SSH keys and we'll copy those keys to where our remote server on our local machine, and then we're going to disable our root login completely. So if you like this video, give me thumbs up. Okay, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll keep you updated. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.